See, I'm just feeling your heartbeat, girl. Swimming all in your sea, and you sweating all over me. Bring it forward, don't you run. I don't want to be your mini-man. Baby, you just like a storm raining on me, girl, you soaking wet. What's up, y'all? It's episode 2 of The Flip, man. I'm your host, Tambo, but I go by Beezy. I got my boy DHINES with me, man. Introduce yourself, man.
DHINES, man. Follow me on Instagram.
All right, y'all. So the question I got for my boy today, because, you know, we always debating about crazy shit. Do you feel like Draymond Green antics is too far? Let's go.
I feel like Draymond can still be a valuable player in the league, but he got to focus on other things besides putting his hands on people. I feel like he still got, you know, capabilities to be one of the, you know, bigger names in the league, but he just focusing on fighting. if you want to be honest, every game is something different. You putting your hands on folks, you know, wrestling somebody to the ground instead of, you know, playmaking and doing what you're supposed to do. It's like you're going too far now.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. My thing is, I feel like Draymond is kind of like one of them players that you want on your team. Like,
oh yeah, most definitely.
Cause it's like back in the day, it was a lot of Draymond.
Yeah.
KG was doing that shit.
Yeah.
Ben Wallace was doing that, and then I just feel like this league that we in, well, like the league that they in now, is like a little, like, you know, softer. Mm-hmm. So it's like when Draymond doing all this, like to the world, it looked crazy. Mm-hmm. But nobody was saying it to them back then. So I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like Draymond not really doing nothing wrong, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like maybe the Warriors need to move on from Draymond a little bit.
Yeah, and Draymond gotta understand. He just gotta adjust now. It's a new league. It's softer now. It ain't, you know, back then you had the bad boys and then you had the Pistons, and it's like, bro, now everybody's just soft. It's like you gotta scoop down. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing in this day and age, you can't do what you used to do back then. That's why you get on the topic with Jordan and them. The same moves that Jordan them did back in the day, it won't work in the league today because the game keep evolving. Draymond got to learn how to evolve his game. And he'll be a better player.
I mean, I think it's not too far off though. Like, it's not because you kind of need that physicality in today's league. Cause
you need it, but if you see you steady getting suspended, you know what I'm saying, because you being too physical, man, just pipe down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that's how you supposed to play. You know, but if you steady getting suspended for it and risking, you can steady getting fined, and man, just calm down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just lay off the physicality just a little bit, tone it down just a tad bit. Now I do feel like the Warriors should part ways from him. You know, he been there too long, he too comfortable. I feel like he needs to go somewhere else and, you know, finish off his career. I feel like he should go to his hometown and finish his career there.
Yeah, Detroit.
Because Draymond got rings on his belt, you know. He got nice stats. A lot of people didn't know that he had more threes than Jordan and Larry Bird. Like, that's a known stat.
Yeah, Draymond do got some crazy stats. Okay.
But he got crazy stats. He like a real point forward.
And then it's just like, I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, I do get what you're saying about that though, for real. But it's like with the Warriors, I think the reason why they should get rid of Draymond is because it's just right now, the Warriors in the situation where they losing, they ain't really looking too good, and Draymond doing what he doing is only just adding bad publicity to the team. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I feel like trade Draymond and get some bigs or something like that.
Get young players.
Like, I'll trade Clay too. I'll right with Draymond. I'll trade Clay.
You get some young players that know how to hoop and that's willing to involve their game, you know, and just keep them around. You know, I don't feel like the Warriors should have traded Jordan Poole. You should have kept him and let him evolve his game instead of trading. He's still young, you know what I'm saying?
But Draymond ran into him. Oh.
Yeah, Draymond did hit him on.
Dre.
But they should have kept Jordan Poole though. It's like he's young. You know, let him evolve his game. In a couple years, you know, he might, you know, win you a championship or something. You never know.
I'm not gonna lie, but Jordan Poole right now, he ain't looking too good though.
He ain't looking too good, but he in a new environment. He gotta adjust.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Jordan Poole is just a glorious role player. Like, cause you know how it's that one role player on every team that just and on any given night could give you 30, 40 points. I feel like I feel like he remind me of Jordan Clarkson. Like that's his game to me. Like, and yeah, I feel like when they put him on like Wizards, and then he end up, you know, doing what he did, like how the way he looking right now. I feel like he probably not ready for that just yet. But
See, Jordan Poole is the type of player that you gotta have around stars because they make him better. You know, they make him play his role better. They put him on the Wizards. The Wizards don't have stars like this, so we expecting more out of him. When no, he needs stars to play around him, and he just play his role. But now he on the team where he gotta be the star. Everybody's putting pressure on him, but he's not a star player. He's a role player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you want to be honest, Kuzma is their star.
The Kyle.
Yeah, he their star. Shit.
So would you say Draymond knocked his confidence a little bit though?
No, I ain't gonna say Draymond knocked his confidence.
Because I'm not gonna lie, it's like I feel like after that incident, and you saw it last year with the Warriors, like after that incident, it's like Jordan Poole kind of his game kind of and his stats kind of dipped a little bit. And then when the playoffs came, he was basically unplayable. And it's like I do think that's part of the reason why I feel like Draymond probably need to get moved, because I feel like what he did to Jordan Poole, it's like I know a lot of people probably thinking that Jordan Poole just came in, he was ass and all that shit. But I think Jordan Poole was really fucked up behind that shit. Like he was like mentally.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was the Warriors, I would have traded Draymond over Jordan Poole just because Jordan Poole is still young. He got years. Like he got years to evolve his game and become like a real good player. You traded him. Draymond don't got too many much years at him. It was an interview recently. You seen Draymond said he probably got about 2-3 more years in him. If that,
Dre.
you know, he said he ain't gonna announce his retirement, but he just gonna retire. You know, so you should have kept Jordan Poole young. You know, he still got years, but I think that was a bad thing to do for the Warriors.
I just think the reason why they just couldn't let go of Draymond, cause I know Curry probably want him around though too, low key.
Yep.
Like Steph probably want Jordan, like what's the name around, and it's just like I feel like when it comes to team chemistry and what they already done built, because you know they a dynasty. I feel like it's kind of hard for them to just want to just let go of Draymond.
Yeah.
Like now, I feel like if Steph Curry was to get that word, like hey, you know, get him out of here type shit, which I feel like Steph probably won't. I feel like like Draymond, I can't just see Draymond leaving Golden State.
But I feel like
should though.
The dynasty is over. I feel like you have to break them up now. You know, Klay Thompson's on the bench. You know what I'm saying? It's about time for them to part ways. Send Klay Thompson somewhere else. Let him be a role player now. You know, finish off his career. What happened with Scottie Pippen? He went to the Trailblazers when he left the Bulls. And once that dynasty was over, he went to the Trailblazers. He still went to the finals after that. So it's like you can send your players off, you know, to be a role player. Your career almost over. You in your 30s now, fam. It ain't too many much years you got left. You know, I just feel like the Warriors need to bring in young players and let them create something new. They want to hold on to the 2015 Warriors, and no, it's 8 years later.
Like the only risk of losing Draymond is you're gonna lose a lot of defense.
I mean, but it's always room to get more players. Because what's Draymond's contract right now?
I think he making like $100 million for like 3-4 years, something like that.
Exactly. The same $100 million, you can get rid of Draymond, and you can bring in 4 good players, and you can pay them $100 million a piece. I mean, break it down, get them $20 million a piece or whatever. You can get somebody $15 million. You know what I'm saying? Bring in new players. That same $100 million, you can get you 5 players.
But do you think Draymond got value like that though?
Nah, I wouldn't pay Draymond.
Yeah, how would he?
I wouldn't pay Draymond $100 million. I just wouldn't have.
And yeah, the Warriors just have to do that just to like keep Draymond happy. They were like, you know what? We're not gonna let you go, Draymond.
Yeah, I wouldn't have paid Draymond.
I wouldn't have paid him $100 million. I do think if the Warriors was to trade Draymond, like maybe you try to go get another star, but you would have to pack. I ain't gonna lie, I would package Draymond, Wiggins, and I'll probably go get. I know this sounds crazy. I'll probably get Zach LaVine on the Warriors. 3 splash. Well, I mean that's if Klay is kept on the Warriors, but imagine LaVine, Klay, and Steph.
Yeah,
But you got to get a big man with that deal though too. Like get Vucevic or something.
You need more
like
defense because Zach LaVine is not an elite defender. He's a scorer, but he's not an elite. You need defense. If you get rid of Draymond, you're losing a lot of defense. You got to go find somebody like a.
Well, they still have Kuminga.
Yeah, you still have Kuminga.
But that's it.
And see, Kuminga, I'm glad they kept him because every year Kuminga is gonna get better. You kind of look like Kuminga. Kuminga gonna get, and he's showing it this year. LeBron even gave him a shout out. He's like, man, it's hard, it's tough playing against, young players like Kuminga in the league. But Kuminga was most definitely a good keep. I'm glad they didn't get rid of him.
Kuminga, like he had a 24 game stretch, like just 25. Like damn, Kuminga. I ain't gonna lie. At first, because my partner Emmanuel, we always argue the Warriors. I didn't think like a Kuminga was gonna be that good. I thought he was gonna be one of them role players that all right. But nah, Kuminga, he proved me wrong.
You just gotta let him get comfortable. His first year, he was only 19. College and NBA is way different. You got people, you come in the league, people way more faster, people way more stronger. So when you come in, it's like you gotta adjust to how they play. They nonstop training, trying to develop their game. And by the next two, look at Shai Gilgeous. When Shai Gilgeous first came in the league, he played for the Clippers. I mean, they didn't give him a chance to fully, get on the court, but he wasn't as good as he is now. But as time came, he's in the MVP race right now.
That was the stupidest thing the Clippers did. Because I'm not gonna lie, because the Clippers, it's like, in a way, the Clippers kind of helped a lot of people's career evolve. Cause basically, I remember when they got Paul George, the Clippers, I think they did a 3-team trade where I think Sabonis got sent to the Pacers, and you saw how he became before he went to the Kings. Then Shai got traded to the.
Then the Kings got rid of Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, it's like the Clippers. They really don't even realize like they responsible for so much stars like breaking out. And I'm not gonna lie, it's just something with the Pacers and Kings. Just they always trade with each other. Like Pacers traded for Buddy Hield. You see what I'm saying? And Tyrese Halliburton, Pacers. Like I'm just like they love the Pacers.
I feel like some teams don't give their stars enough time to evolve before they do trade them off. Like Dallas when they got rid of Jalen Brunson, I would have never did it. I would have never did it. But I'm glad Jalen Brunson did go to his own team and became a star over there because he can't fully blossom how he is now behind Luka. And if Kai would have came, he'd show wouldn't have blossomed behind both of them.
He probably would have been 6 man.
I'm glad he do play for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, but last year, since we on the topic of Draymond, I'm not gonna lie, last year they were trying to say Draymond to the Mavericks with Kyrie and Luka. I feel like that could have changed the dynamic.
I think that would have been a good fit for Draymond because he got playmakers around him too. People shooters. Draymond he has a high IQ level, and with them shooters on his team, he can, easily. It's more IQ on the court. Luka won't be the only person making, the decisions, making the good passes. Now you got Draymond. He see the court too, You get more threes off, and all that. It just play a big part in it. But now you got Luka over there, and then you got Kyrie out one game and Luka playing. Then you got Luka out and Kyrie playing. It's like, bruh, you can't do that for him.
On paper, they look like a good fit. I ain't gonna lie. I remember when they first got put together because I always feel like Luka kind of like his game kind of a little bit like LeBron, but he like more of a scorer. But I started seeing Kyrie health was kind of getting in the way at times. Then it just felt like with Luka and Kyrie, they kind of play like a you go, I go kind of like offense where they taking turns and stuff. And then I just feel like then also with losing all of the defenders they lost to get Kyrie, I feel like, because losing Dorian Finney-Smith, that was pretty bad for him. Like your twin Dorian. but that was pretty bad for him because it's like you lost a lot of edge on defense, like another reliable player. Then I'm not gonna lie, even though Spencer Dinwiddie not looking all that good with the Lakers right now, he was a little solid piece on the Mavericks.
Yeah.
And they lost all that.
See, if the Mavericks was to have another star besides Kyrie, I think the perfect fit would probably be like DeRozan. DeRozan and Luka together would probably be a good fit. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because
Instead of
DeRozan is
Kyrie-
a scorer.
Exactly. Instead of Kyrie and Luka, you got two, you know, offense heavy people on your team, and both of them just want to be a star. It's like, you know, you got all you need is one point guard. You need one good point guard, and then you can bench a like what's the Pacers backup point guard name? You know what I'm saying?
T.J. McConnell.
Yeah, I think he a good backup point guard. And he come
Oh, yeah.
in and you know but you don't need all that offense heavy over there. You need some defense. You need some scoring going. You need, you know what I'm saying?
And that's when Draymond come in.
That's when Draymond come in.
Yeah. So
Draymond would have been a good fit over there if they could have got him.
yeah. But y'all, this episode 2 of The Flip, we out. Good flip.
Swimming all in your feet, and you sweating all over me. Bring it forward, don't you run. I don't want to be your minute man. Baby, you just like a storm raining on me, girl, you soaking wet.